Welcome to Sunday Prime on Idea TV, where we bring you innovation-driven stories shaping Africa and beyond. My name is Cynthia Bassi, and we begin today with a development in Africa's innovation ecosystem. Deloitte has warned that ransomware and phishing attacks will rise sharply in Nigeria in 2026 as more services, payments, and sensitive data move online. The warning is contained in its Nigeria Cybersecurity Outlook 2026 release in January and highlighted today. The report says cyber criminal tools once used by experts are now widely available, exposing not just large organizations, but also small businesses, schools, hospitals, and public institutions. Phishing attacks are becoming more convincing through artificial intelligence, allowing criminals to impersonate trusted contacts and gain access to systems before deploying ransomware. Deloitte says the threat is growing across Africa, with Nigeria ranking among the top countries for phishing incidents. It warns that simple steps such as staff awareness, stronger account protection, and clear recovery plans can significantly reduce damage, stressing that organizations that fail to prepare remain highly vulnerable. Moving on, Flutterwave, Africa's leading payments technology company, has today announced the launch of stablecoin wallet balances for its merchants and users, marking a major shift in how cross-border payments can be made across the continent. The rollout is powered by partnerships with Novion and blockchain infrastructure firm Turnkey, enabling secure, embedded wallets that support stablecoins such as USDC and USDT alongside existing fiat currencies. The service is currently being tested with selected merchants, after which it will be made available to all approved users who complete the required verification. Flutterwave says the move is aimed at making payments faster, cheaper, and always available, reducing reliance on intermediaries and strengthening Africa's connection to the global digital economy as stablecoins increasingly become part of the mainstream financial infrastructure. Now, in Madagascar, today, they have launched a rapid rural transformation and smart village project in its southern regions aimed at expanding digital access in remote communities. The initiative was unveiled along Vohitsova and Tanimora Development Road. The project was launched by the Ministry of Digital Development, Postal and Telecommunications, led by Minister Mahefa Andriamamapiandana in partnership with the World Food Programme. 6 smart village sites are now operational in the Anosi and Android regions, powered by satellite connectivity and off-grid solar energy to deliver public and digital services. The government says the program is designed to close the digital divide, improve access to health, agriculture, security, and administrative services, and support local economies. More than 10,000 residents are already benefiting daily as digital tools, training, and clean energy drive jobs, trade, and sustainable rural development. We now go on a quick break. The news continues when we are back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sunday Prime on Idea TV. Now, the rest of the stories. Researchers have developed a new way to design molecules using generative artificial intelligence, marking a major step forward in drug and materials research. The breakthrough was reported today in the journal Nature. The study was led by scientists from New York University and the University of Florida. The artificial intelligence works by starting with desired molecule properties and rapidly generating structures that could achieve them. According to the researchers, the method is about 10 times faster than existing techniques without losing accuracy, potentially speeding up the development of medicines, batteries, and other advanced materials. Moving to another news, TikTok has confirmed a new deal allowing it to continue operating in the United States, easing months of uncertainty for its more than 200 million American users. The agreement creates a new entity, TikTok US Data Security Joint Venture, majority owned and governed by American investors, while the Chinese parent company ByteDance retains a minority stake. Under the deal, TikTok's content recommendation algorithm is licensed to US tech firm Oracle, which will also secure American user data on its United States-based cloud infrastructure. Oracle, led by Larry Ellison, already oversees TikTok's US data and will now retrain, and update the algorithm using American user data, addressing long-standing national security concerns. For users, there is no need to download a new app, and TikTok says the experience will remain largely the same. However, updated terms of service took effect on Thursday, reflecting the new ownership structure, stricter rules for users under 13, and limits around generative artificial intelligence features. Lawmakers are expected to continue scrutinizing the deal, but for now, TikTok remains online in its biggest global market with continuity, not disruption, the stated goal. Now, Netflix has criticized Paramount's $108 billion bid for Warner Bros. Discovery, questioning whether the deal is financially viable. Speaking in the Financial Times, Netflix co-chief executive Greg Peters said the offer does not add up, arguing that Paramount is already carrying heavy debt and lacks sufficient shareholder backing. Netflix says its rival's proposal relies on what it calls excessive borrowing, while its own $82.7 billion bid is all cash. The streaming giant says this approach offers certainty, avoids risky leverage, and could allow shareholders to vote on the deal within months. The battle for Warner Bros. Discovery matters because it could reshape the global entertainment industry. A Netflix takeover would combine its streaming dominance with Warner's film studio and HBO catalog, potentially changing how films are produced, released, and distributed worldwide. Now, a long-standing Glasgow street artist, Rock One, has announced he will design and paint a new city mural that sparked criticism after an artificial intelligence image was used in planning application. Glasgow City Council approved the mural site on Bank Street earlier this week. The initial illustration submitted by property owner Derek Patterson was criticized by artists for featuring non-Scottish imagery and for relying on artificial intelligence. Critics said the approach sidelined human creativity at a time when many artists fear losing work to automated tools. Rogue One, whose real name is Bobby McNamara, says the image was only a placeholder to secure permission and funding, and that the final mural will be entirely human-designed and painted by him. He says work on the mural is still months away. Before we call it a wrap, let's take another glance at the headlines. We brought you news that Deloitte warns of rising ransomware and phishing attacks in Nigeria. And Flutterwave rolls out stablecoin wallets for African merchants, while Madagascar launches smart village projects to transform rural communities. And researchers use artificial intelligence to reverse engineer molecules. United States TikTok deal secures app signals subtle changes for users, while Netflix criticizes Paramount's Warner Bros. Discovery bid over debt concerns. We have more updates across our social media platforms. Do well to connect to the headlines displayed on your screen. I am Cynthia Bassi. Thank you for your time.